Hey, I'm live. All right. Wasn't sure if I selected 8:30, 8:45, but Shannon, you're here, so I figured let's just start it up anyway. Let me go get my hat. So I can reduce the glare. So I figured I'd do a Saturday night meal chat. It's been a kind of a cool day today. Almost only 60 degrees now, which is really lovely. I was able to road till the garden again this morning. Then my buddy did show up and pick up the tomato and pepper plants I had. So I planted more than I needed. So I told him to come and get them. I planted a package in each coffee can. And I figured that was pretty good. So what I'm going to do, if you hang there with me, if you popped in, if you're in here, pop in the chat, say hello, hit the thumbs up, and all that good YouTube stuff. It's live from the MacBean farm. It's Saturday night. May even have some comedy routines. You never know. I'm just checking out some of the Instagram. Is actually kind of pretty cool. It's getting more exciting, to be honest with you, and YouTube, but I have really good friends on YouTube, and that's why I do the live streams, because the way I look at YouTube is the shorts get you views, the videos get you really good stuff, and then the live streams get you that one-on-one question. Hey, Josh, how you doing? Oh, there we go. By Monee today. Yep, Manhattan Monee Road. Know the area well. Used to live out there. Used to live in Mokina. And we'd always be out in Manhattan. There's a pub called Gallagher's. It's still there. But Manhattan's a much bigger place. Hey, there we go, everybody. So I am running dual. I'm both Yankee Tango and Instagram. So I'm going to say hello to everybody. And I figured out on Instagram, how to do, if you want to join the video, it seems to work better if I send you the invite. So if you send me an invite, don't work, I'll cancel it and I'll send you an invite, and then it seemed to work. I had my nephew on the other day. Hey, Justin, how you doing, man? If I didn't train for, good question. Thanks for asking. So Justin asked me, if I didn't train for strength, how else would I train? Well, when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, I didn't train for strength. I trained for probably more aesthetics and endurance. So I would do sets of probably 12 to 18 or reps of 12 to 18. I would do 6 sets of every exercise. And I might do 5 to 6 exercises per muscle group. And I worked out 6 days a week religiously. It was 3 on, 1 off, 3 on, 1 off, and it was 3 hours every day. I was really into it. I had a co-worker who was a bodybuilder, and he really, what's your diet like? Well, during the week, it's pretty good. On the weekend, I'm making BLTs. So on the weekend, I tend to sit there and eat more. My diet's a lot of eggs and a lot of meat, a lot of milk. Often I take time off. Not very often. It's usually an injury or something that does it. But every now and then I'll take a week off. It's good for you. But yeah, I used to work out for more aesthetics than that. And I was ripped. Also I had Mr. Metabolism going for me back when I was in my young 30s. It left me when I got into my 40s. So now it takes a lot more for me to lose that weight I put on. So what I'm doing here is, if you can see it, let me get that adjusted. There we go. We're going to have some BLTs tonight. We just had a vegetable dip. We had lots of celery and tomatoes and green peppers and cucumbers and mushrooms. And that's great for a snack, but I need meats. Meat's back on the table, boys. Oh. So what I usually do is I like to have the skillet sizzle when the bacon hits it. So what's telling me is it's not warm enough yet. So I want to make sure I'm catching up on both. So my diet is a lot of meat. I do take time off. I work on about 5 days a week on an average. But Justin, when I was your age, I really was a lot of reps. I might do 6 sets, of this curls, and then hammers, and then knees, and then straight bar, and then dumbbells. I mean, I was 3 hours straight. I had the energy, and man, was I at it. It was great. I mean, I used to have stomach issues. They all went away. Poof, gone. So, but yeah, it's good to take a week off every now and then to kind of give everything a chance to heal. Now, I don't plan on them. Just every now and then I'll feel like I'm that live stream. And I just got to take a break.
Is Doug here?
No, he's coming on right now. It was just a quick hit and run. Oh, well. No, I'll take advantage of it. So I got 2 live streams going. We're making BLTs.
You said you were making dinner.
I got hungry.
All right, well, I'm not going to be eating.
Well, that's fine. And where's those cheeseburgers? That's why I'm cooking. You said 3 emergency cheeseburgers. I was thinking, oh, maybe us 3, but actually, no better.
If you would have asked for one, I would give you.
I know. That's why I'm making this. I'm fine. We have tomatoes. We use them. We got lettuce. Yeah, I got bacon. Woo, look at bread. Holy man, we're ready. So, do a late night reconnect in that, but really good questions. I appreciate those questions. It does help the chat go by more informative. I do have to throw my readers on. Recently hit 320 for 5 reps and 330 for 5 reps. That's awesome. And then 3, yeah, I would do that. Yeah, I'd pop up 5 pounds. That's a good plan. If you're hitting the 5x5s, solid, bump it up 5 pounds. That's how you get stronger. So I'm just making sure I'm catching up to everything. So I'm waiting for it to get to the optimum temperature, because when you have hot cast iron and you get the bacon on it, then it don't tend to stick. But if it's cool and then you bring the heat up, then it does tend to stick. So it's live on the MacBean farm. It's Saturday night. Da, 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 da. I thought it was a little kind of a fun one. And if I do miss your question on Instagram, just post it again. Anyway, I appreciate that, these men. Just remember, rest, nutrition, hydration, proper exercise, and have fun in the sun. And I do appreciate my regular subscribers that always pop in. Big shout out to Justin and Aricopium Chan and Shannon. And hopefully some other ones will join in here soon. I didn't give it the 30 minutes because I was just like,
I did not mix it with oil or
it was a last minute thing. I said, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to cook. I got the kitchen to myself. Let's have some fun. And that's what life about, is having fun. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, as they say. You hear that sizzle? Mm-mm-mm. No, ain't no better than bacon. I even have my reserve all ready to go. All right, so we can bring that heat down now. I got the skillet where I want it. And then we're gonna let me catch up to everybody here. Trying to make sure I don't miss anything. It's hard because I'm using the phone here. And that's the only way I can do Instagram is on the phone. Can't do it on the tablet or anything else. June 20th. Well, a happy early birthday, Shannon. And may it be a really good time to have your family there. Oh, yeah, Josh, you're doing great. I'm telling you. No, I don't plan on doing 446 in competition again. I plan on doing 452 in competition again. There you go. You know, maybe higher reps. But right now, and just because I feel like I can reach it, I want to be number one. I'm just back here around the corner. Probably should, if anything, I probably get my Bluetooth, but I don't know how well it works with both the computer and the phone being hooked up to it. So I'm probably going to not do that. But today is Saturday. It's time to relax, no work. We had a very vigorous work week. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have another one. But, you know, such is life. Let's see what's going on here. Ah, you're still young. You're just a kid. Yeah, go big or go home. You got that right. So there was a guy who lifts big rocks, huge rocks. And he did a post on Facebook. And it was kind of making fun of trolls. You know, oh, you hurt yourself, lift those heavy weights. And then here come a guy being a perfect example of that troll. I had to laugh. So no, I have not had my T levels tested. And treatment, it's your personal decision. I'm not ready to do it for myself, only because and this is my opinion, all right, so I'm not an expert on this because I've never taken it, but I've talked with some people who have. So, you know, I've talked to people that have been on it, and it seems like you got to keep taking more and more, you know, to keep the same level. And then if you ever do go off it, it's like a big dive. That's my opinion. So, no, I stay away from it at this time. It doesn't mean that it might happen, you know. And if you're on it, great. And if it's working out for you, great. It's just not something I think I need to do at this time. Maybe when I get old. But right now, I'm just not a fan of it. I had a really good friend of mine get on it because he had a medical condition and he had to be on it. And he loved it. He's like, I'm a Greek god. Woo! And then about a year later, he was back to where he was at. So that's my feeling on TRT. I'm not an expert on it. That's just an opinion. And we are all allowed to have opinions. Nothing wrong with opinions. But true. I do know a lot of people are on it and they enjoy it. So I'm not one of those people who are going to say, oh, you're on TRT. You know, you're an adult. You're over 21, because I just think 18 is too soon to be on it, but it's, once again, an opinion. Do what you're willing to do. Man. so strong right now. I just really don't want to do any enhancement because then you put your joints at risk. Because muscles get stronger much faster than joints do. There we go. Yeah, everybody's still going there. Let me get in the live chat. Why am I in the top chat? That didn't change anything. So thanks for joining in. We're here at the MacBean farm, sitting there and getting ready to get some eats. Yes, it is late, but yeah, I work second shift anyway because so this is kind of closer to what I do. Anywho, and one of the reasons I like cooking on cast iron is when you cook on cast iron, you actually are putting iron into your food. And about 60% of the population is deficient in iron. And iron tends to be really important. All right? Your blood needs iron. All right? You need iron to make that hemoglobin, which carries the oxygen to your muscles. It allows you to burn calories. All wonderful stuff tied together. So I'm flipping the bacon over. I still had a little sticking problem, but that's all right. It shouldn't repeat. Shouldn't, that is. All right, come on. There we go. All right. So I got that going. We'll make sure I get the waves, everybody, and catch up on comments. $285, no problem. Probably if we get to go out on Thursday, I think 280 should be easy for you. Absolutely. Hey, happy Saturday night, Christopher. All right, give me about 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All righty, I'm back. Da-da-da-da-da. And here, failure to communicate. And I'm back. What did I miss? All right. Good night, Shannon. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. Let's see who else is here. Who'd I miss? Growth. I zoned out. Well, thanks for commenting and getting back in the zone. Hello, SA. All right, so on Instagram, if you do want to join the video, just send me a thing, and then I'll cancel it, and I'll send it to you, then it'll work. Doesn't seem to... Hey, Savage Lee, how you doing? How's the chicken doing? I tell you, my neighbor's dumped about 5 loads of his chicken bedding and poop in my garden, and it's really improved my soil. He hasn't done one lately, but hopefully. And now I got that new roller tiller. I'm kind of keeping on top of everything. There we go. Let's make sure I'm keeping up here. So everybody on Instagram, say hello. And YouTube. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you can. That's where all the shorts are, but you get the same videos. And then if you want on Instagram, if you do want to see the longer workout videos, then follow me on YouTube. And that's where I post the longer videos at. And those work out pretty well. It is. The garden is nice and clean. I have to thank my godson for coming over with that big 6-foot tiller on the back of his tractor that he got from his friend Pat. That definitely helped. There we go. Yeah, you're down south of me. So it's like 59 degrees outside now. It's a nice cool night. Which, it's June. We still get a few of those. Not many. Wednesday is supposed to be 90, which for here is hot. That's hot weather. We don't get a lot of 90-degree days. Once every couple summers, we'll see 100 degrees. During late July. I got to kick up the heat just a little bit. So glad Flock's doing good. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Thanks for everybody coming in here on that. So nutrition is huge. You got to eat. If you don't eat, you're not going to grow. Remember, rest, nutrition, hydration, proper exercise, and have fun. Thanks for joining in. Good to see you again. I'll catch up later. Lots of really nice folks here. Always a blessing. Thank you very much. Best wishes. Thank you. I appreciate you popping in. It's good seeing you again. Well, people are wondering on Instagram why I'm talking in 2 different directions. I have 2 live streams going. Hey, why not? I'm multitasking. Who would have ever thought? So today is my let's have some drinks day. But we've stayed close. 80, 85 here still. Yeah, yes, you are. That's why we live up here, because both the missus and I, we like the cooler weather. I tell you, 65 degrees year round would be perfect. There's a place that does that. It's called Monterey, California. It just costs the arm and a leg to live there, which I don't have. I was almost going to put the one picture when we went and seen the, I'm trying to remember what it was called. That was a shrimp house, but it's called something. It's really expensive there, though. It's like, woohoo! Boy, that was a surprise. So I like to slow cook the bacon. And you keep from burning it that way, in my opinion. So I'll start out at a medium high and then bring it down to a low. And then if it does slow down, then I'll kick it up a little bit. The whole idea is try to get a even temperature throughout the whole area. And I'll make adjustments as it goes on. So, there we go. I got a comment here. Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know that, man. Just appreciate the information. So Matthew's here on Instagram says that my videos look so much better on Instagram because the resolution is far better than it is on YouTube. I didn't know that, and thank you for sharing that. And I have been making a bigger effort on Instagram, so I'm starting to put some of my older videos up on there that I haven't put out there before. Number one, which I didn't know, it's higher resolution, and number two, YouTube's paying better. But it's nice because I still have a good following here, and I want to sit there and always keep connected with my followers here on YouTube. But if you do go on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram also, and I will start doing more of the dual live streams. You got to adapt to the situation. I know a lot of this, like Shannon and Savage Lee and that, we follow each other on other channels, which I enjoy. And you might have to, Savage Lee, you might have to get John at Purple Nation to start putting some content out there. Oh, yeah. There we go. I like mowing the lawn. I like road. You know, used to go to the beach, pick up mussels in the sand. There we go. Didn't taste like bolt fuel. Yeah. Those were the days. But to be honest with you, in some areas, our waterways are cleaner up here than they were when we were younger. I know that Hickory Creek, they used to have a lot of the plants that dump some raw stuff right in there. And the EPA did come and clean them up, where Hickory Creek is now actually a nice place to fish out of. Where back in the 70s, not so much. But my buddy in the 90s, we waited up there and caught a lot of bass, a lot of bluegill, a lot of warmouth, a lot of rock bass. It was a lot of fun, and the water was really clean. And we do like our fish. Just popping some BLTs, bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches for tonight. They were fun in Warmstadt. Well, that's like, we went to Monterey. It was like 65 degrees, and my daughter said, it's 65 degrees year round. No mosquitoes, no flies. I'm like, I could get used to this. Now, I wouldn't go swimming in the ocean in that temperature. But I remember I lived in Florida. Yeah, those beaches would be so hot, especially on the Gulf. You could barely stand on it. Hey, yes, we got bacon, Ray. We got bacon, Ray. I didn't want to get in trouble with you. So I made sure I had it. So a couple shout outs to people in that on Instagram. Some else to, Michael let me know about the resolution. I appreciate that. The Ghetto Bodybuilder, I enjoy watching him. Alexa, you got a few of them out there that watch it, put up some great content, fun content. V. Jones and Nikki Black and stuff like that. And then here on YouTube, we got Michael, if he pops in, and see if you get the notification. I should send him a text. Or should have sent him a text. But a lot of times when he finally gets to sleep, he needs to get it. So if he pops back in, that'll be great. Thinking about sending him a text now is a little behind the bubble here. But I'm old. That's the way it is. Ray, how's things in Arizona? BLTs yesterday, been on a bacon kick. I know bacon's lovely. I was supposed to go see the doctor on Monday. Right? Well, you ain't fatty meats or that. So good thing I'm just going to have bacon. He goes, well, wait. I said, well, it's a non-negotiable. I'm having bacon. So the bench has been going up, which I'm really happy about. It's 3 years in work to get back to where I was at. So anybody's like, oh my God, he's gaining 5 pounds every week. Well, it's because I've been there before. So I just want to be upfront about that. It's not like I'm getting them for the first time. It's called toast that bread. Oh man, I tell you, it's being tough on me. Being tough. No respect. No respect. Well, I've got my seated rye. It's a Saturday night, and I've got lots of bacon. All right, let's get the toaster going. Don't want to get in trouble with Ray. All right, the toaster is in there. Hey, Wild Water Trains, how you doing? And I want to do a shout out to Mark for my protein shake this week. He did buy me one. I appreciate that. It's those little things that help the channel. So, Jake, how many years have you been lifting? Almost 50 years. Been lifting since I've been 13 years old. So, My World of Trains. If you haven't subbed to his channel, he does a lot of things with freight trains and that. He's got a nice following. And I learned some things from the people that are making comments there. They know their trains. All right. You're never too old to learn new things. So I appreciate that. Appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate all the thumbs up, everybody. So yeah, Jake there on Instagram. I've been lifting 50 years, and then I lifted another 50 years. One of the meets I was at last year, one of the guys who was competing was 83 years old. And I had a picture of him. I posted up there, and that encourages me because he's 20 years older than me, and he's still doing the powerlifting events and good numbers. I mean, really good numbers. Yeah, it's good to see that. And 83, he's walking around and he's picking up stuff, and his joints are just fine. So it's about decisions. Now, some people do suffer injuries that they have no control over. I understand that. Any pains from heavy lifting? You think heavy lifting is a good thing? So in my opinion, Jake, I like heavy lifting. I think heavy lifting has been a huge benefit to me. But I think any lifting is a benefit, whether it's heavy weights, whether it's light weights, whether it's medium weights. I think any sort of consistent exercise is good for you. So I would say you don't have to lift like me because I'm crazy. That's why I call him crazy old man. But I think lifting by itself is a good thing. When I had a friend who was a football coach asked me, how often do you lift heavy? And I just started chuckling. I'm like, well, yeah, I know what the answer is supposed to be. I said, I lift heavy every time I go in the gym. And that's my mentality. But, if you're comfortable doing medium weights and lots of reps, or if you're comfortable doing any weights with any amount of reps, as long as you're in the gym, my hat's off to you. All right? Just get in the gym and lift. Don't worry about anybody else. You're in there for yourself. The only person you're competing with is yourself. All right? And I'll tell you, 98% of the people in the gym are there to support you. And the other 2%, they'll talk to the owner, and I guarantee you they'll throw their butt out. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. It's actually really cool. So anyway, you can buy me a protein shake. That's in there. Mark, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm those little things just make me feel good. And then also it feels me good when people are telling me, they're going out and doing activities, they're going out working in the garden, they're going out, cleaning chicken coop, cutting wood, whatever. All activity is a good thing. When an influencer says, stop doing this exercise, stop listening to them. All right, do we have exercises we prefer? Yes. Doesn't mean you have to do them. This means those are ones that we prefer. All right. The preference does not mean you have to do that. Get that back down low. Get ready to get some new fresh bacon in there. Bacon. Bacon makes the world go round. So what I do is I try to get a lot of nutrition. Thank you, Phantom, I appreciate that. I try to get a lot of hydration, a lot of sleep, 6 to 8 hours. You need it. All right. If you don't get the sleep, you're not repairing yourself. If you're not getting nutrition, you can't repair yourself. You can't, because you're tearing up more muscle than you can possibly repair in that short period of time. So you don't need a doctorate degree, and you don't need to step on caps on the floor either. And you don't need to follow these weird programs, although there are some programs that are worth following. Mine, I kind of make it up as it goes. It's kind of how I feel. There are a lot of good programs out there. 5x5 are probably one of the ones I like the best. Michael, there you are. Can't say just dropped in. Gotta get some dishes done. Well, Michael, thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up. We were just talking about you. And if you're not following his channel, you should. All right. He's just a young kid, 11 years younger than me, but he is killing it. He's hit some major PRs this year. And I'm very proud of him, and I'm very much in awe of him. Because at one time, he was almost talking himself out of it. And then he sat there and reset it. And he kicked butt. I'm just telling you. He's like, I ain't fooling around. And I tell you what, it takes a lot to impress me. Michael, that impressed me. I'll tell you right now, this is the way you turned everything around, and you went after the bigger weights and deeper forms and everything. It was just like, man, the man said he was going to do it, and he did it. And he went at it the right way. You know, did some different exercises that were to help him do that, to help him reach his goals, and he hit them. And I'll tell you what, unlike the heaters out there, I will gladly give out credit where credit's due. It don't matter how big and strong you are, there's somebody bigger and stronger. So try to be the best version of yourself. That's all you need to do. Let me get my eyes back on. Oh, there we go. Got to hop and bop. David Lee, thank you very much. Appreciate you stopping in. Everybody on Instagram, let me see if they are great for beginners. Jake, you're right. And I tell you, I used to write everything down. I used to write what I did on Monday, and then I'd write, okay, this is what I want to do on Tuesday, this is what I do on Thursday, this is what I do on Friday. I had notebooks. And I tell you, I made some great advancements doing that. And then as I got older, I just started just go and start doing what I wanted to do. But at no point did I think what I did before was a waste of time. It wasn't. I made some huge gains. So yeah, there are a lot of good programs out there. Understand, even professional athletes have trainers. Yeah, if you do want training advice on Instagram, you can subscribe to me. I mean, it's like $2 a month. And then you can email me at scottishfitness@gmail.com, and I will give you what I know on nutrition and lifting. And we can even hook up on video and talk about your goals. And on YouTube, it's like $4. Same thing. You can email me, or you can do video chat, and we'll talk about your goals. We got plenty of time to do that. All right, and I tell you, for $2 to $4 a month, you can't beat that deal. There are people, they sell programs for $40, $50, $60 a month, and they're great programs. I follow some of these guys. They have some great results. All right, you just don't have to pay that much per month. The benefits of membership and subscription, depending on which format you're on. And that works both of them. You gotta remember, I gotta set a timer when I put that toast in the toaster. Once it gets going, there we go. Gotta get moving for the life. Once it gets going, it gets it going. All right, so Lee, thank you very much. All right, so I got my mater. I got my mater. Hey, honey, you gonna get the lettuce ready?
Oh, I have to do that?
Yeah. I got the bacon cooked. And I'm toasting your bread.
I thought you were
Oh, no, I can
doing
use.
your little video.
I'm doing my videos. And the video's still going. But let us help. Then you can sit there and make yourself a sandwich, and you can be eating while I'm still talking. There we go. That's my squeezed bread coming out. There we go. All right. Let's flip the bacon over. Bacon! Da-da-da-da-da. So a good weekend. I got the peppers planted, and I got the extra tomato plants and pepper plants to my buddy, so he can plant them. Because I had extra, so when I got extra, I said, "Hey, come and get it." And well, I tell you, when they start producing the tomatoes from the garden and the peppers from the garden, oh, I'll be eating good in the neighborhood. I'll sit there, I'll cut up, green peppers and jalapeno peppers into the eggs. Oh, it's so good. And then we do eat more BLTs when the tomatoes hit. Now, tomatoes won't hit until like August. But what they do? I got 9 plants out there, and they're definitely going to take care of me. So I'm eating good in the neighborhood. And nutrition is part of it. Now, vegetables are good for minerals and vitamins. All right. You need meats, eggs, and dairy for protein. All right. You don't build muscle without protein. And I'm just going to tell you right now, almond milk don't have protein. It's got 1 gram. All right. It's slightly above water. Everybody, thanks for joining in. I said, but regular milk has 8 grams of protein per serving. Fairlife milk, if you follow me, has 13 grams for that same serving. So that's why I do Fairlife milk. Then you got the incredible edible egg, which has 6 to 8 grams of protein per egg, depending on the size of the egg, from medium to jumbo. And about 78 to 100 calories. And they're clean calories. They have all 20 amino acids. And they have almost all your vitamins and minerals except for vitamin C. I mean, Spam or bacon. Well, I definitely like bacon. And I cook Spam. It's not ham. It's Spam. Now, the advantage of Spam is you can store it a long time. You can do that with bacon. You just freeze it. So I eat both. All right, I'm a fan of both. Now, it's probably a 50 to 1 ratio, bacon to Spam. But if you are on the prepping side, and I do that, then Spam is a good one. Now, of course, it's heavily salted. But remember, salt is not the enemy. Sugar is. So if you eat a lot of salt, that's fine, as long as you're not eating a lot of sugar. When you do a lot of both, that's when you have problems. Is there healthy bacon? Well, I guess it's called turkey bacon. So I guess that, but I think all bacon is better than cooking in seed oil. So I usually cook in bacon grease or butter, and I don't use seed oils. Now, my opinion. Are there better things? Yeah, air fryers, which I need to get one. Probably one of the best ways to go. And olive oil is really good to cook it. But I like bacon. Sometimes there's some things I'm just not willing to give up. But still, bacon grease is still a better medium to cook in than vegetable oil is. And it's not that the vegetable oil is bad, it's how they make it that makes it bad. It's what they have to do to get it. Why don't you want to make yourself a sandwich, you can. You'll be on a view of everything. Bacon is almost like shrimp with me. You can like almost eat my weight in either one. Not that I should, but I can almost do it. So, welcome everybody. We're out here cooking in the MacBean farm, getting a lot of calories, and protein, and energy to build everything up. As we're here to pump you up. It's probably one of the only satellite ones I enjoyed at the time. So if you're in chat, make sure you pop in and say hi. Let us know you're here. If you have any questions, pop them in there. If I can answer them, I will. If I don't, I will research them and then answer them at a later time. All right. Well, I don't need lettuce for my sandwiches, David, so I'm just telling you. Got my raw bread. And get me some mayonnaise. Yeah, but it's all over here. So you're fine.
That's why I thought you would just have to.
Doing my stuff. That's how I burn bacon. I'm trying to do too many things. All righty, so just flip the bacon over here. Get them cooked just right. So like meat's back on the table, boys. I cannot enjoy BLTs enough. When I was a kid, we would just eat 4 or 5 of them. Just keep eating. Then meter, and then bacon. Let's see, have yours first. Well, I'll cook some more. And I'm telling you, just don't get any better than that. So once again, thanks everybody for joining in. Make sure you pop there and hit comments, like, share, all that YouTube stuff. Once again, a big shout out to Mark for my protein shake. I do appreciate it. Okay. Mm. Yeah, let's get the bacon lined up here. Here is eating good in the neighborhood. I think that's all I'm going to have to cook. To be honest with you. Oh yeah. Oh, that's so good. Happiness is bacon. Bacon is good food. So today, lots of veggies. We had veggie dips. We had green peppers, cucumbers, carrots, mushrooms, tomatoes. On BLTs, we had more tomatoes and lettuce. Life is good. Oh yeah. And that is eating good in the neighborhood. Well, you thank everybody for joining in. All for likes and subs and shares and all that good stuff. And remember, rest, nutrition, hydration, proper exercise, and have fun. Do I eat deli meals, meats? I do from time to time. You know, we'll go to the deli and get some roast beef cut, or ham. So I'll definitely do that. All right, Ray. You have a good one, brother. Everybody have a great, great weekend.